So, we seem to be live now, and this is a very threateningly numbered fun DOSember footage 0001. I'm just gonna check if the volume levels are right. I'm absolutely winging it right now. And I know how to stream, but sometimes I feel like I forget everything. Illegal comment NP. You cannot play music anymore because they put assets. So, in other nonsensical ways of, let's just play some games. I have no time for games. I gotta play some games. Xhappy is what I need right now. So this is Happyland Adventures, the DOS edition. There's Windows version as well. But okay, so I immediately see that I have to run Happy DOS like this. And let's get going. Okay, and now you can select. Let's get live split out of the way first. This is not a speedrun, this is the opposite of a speedrun, it's a slow run. Create custom game sounds very interesting and even pertinent, but the original game, however, there's an Xmas edition. That is very laggy, I can see on the stream. Doesn't really like when I do this kind of motion here. Okay, so let's do another kind of motion. It's nice because it's Christmas. And everyone is sleeping. Almost. Okay, so Happy Dog is just calling Santa out of the blue. No, it's the other way around. Santa is needing the dog's help. Oh, what is it all about? My helpers have all disappeared. You have to help me find them. My dude, that's a serious situation if that's certain. Otherwise there will be no Christmas ever. Sure, I will find it for you. Okay, the dog is clearly up to the task. Phew, thanks pal, there's still a chance. Okay, once again. You're put upon an epic quest. Okay, so this is that kind of game. Help Santa find the helpers. When you help the helpers, you help Santa as well, and Santa can help you as well, and the dog can also help himself. In nonetheless any suitcase making kind of motion. Password, I don't know anything. Play. Yeah, that seems like a fun thing to do. Go to the north. I'm already in the north of the planet, my dude. This is very laggy. Let's turn off the cycle scan. Okay, so I can realize this. Why is it so laggy? I don't understand. I need to shut down the OBS preview. Yeah, that did wonders. Yeah, so don't record your screen and throw it. Okay, now there's some spam in the chat, so this is kind of an interesting. And I don't have the manager open. Can I? I'm gonna fix this eventually. Is the dog gonna play some kind of idle animation? We can see that. This is a slow run. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. I'm gonna pause however long I feel like. And I even have a coffee break coming in like 45 minutes or so. No, I don't want the video manager. I want the little place to check my screen manager status. Okay, so give me the chat now, which is already there, but I cannot. Can I somehow moderate this in my own chat? Pop out chat, edit player. I don't care about this. Quick actions, okay, give me quick actions. I don't want to raid somebody's channel or stream together. My chat, my dudes are in the chat. Okay, so how do I know? Ah, there's a button. Timeout and ban and Delete message. I did it. I deleted one message. Time. I wasn't running OBS. I mean live. You can jump with the Alt key. Not the old key, the Alt key. Alternate status. Kind of like alters in a dissociative system. Okay, so now I've been hurt. So I'm not gonna hurt the snail back. There's gotta be some kind of secret here. I'm so sure of this. It's like, oh, a suspicious tunnel over here. Oh, I never thought I'd see the day. Where am I? Oh, I'm behind the foreground there. I forgot one diamond. Reset, hard reset. Everything has to be reset, including the stream. There's apparently some kind of music, but due to not having any headphones or earphones or whatever things are called nowadays, I cannot hear the music right now. I can see that OBS is recording some kind of music, but I cannot hear any. If I played the music louder, which would be with the system, it would loop back on the stream, and you don't want that. Unless it would be really funny, actually. Let's just play a game. I have no time for games, I gotta play some game. Okay, so control talks. From here, always be cold and frozen. Do your best. Santa and Christmas needs you. Level complete. I did it. I did get the Mighty Mountain on. Okay, so this is the first real level. We have to save this guy, but let's not look at this guy. He clearly has something to say to us. He's very pertinent about this. That is the exit up there. Okay, good to know. If you bring enough Happylanders to the Safety zone, it will open for you. The Safety zone. Okay, so these are Happylanders, evidently. And these blue squares mark the safety zone. Leave the Happylanders here. So now you're gonna capitalize Happylanders, huh? Jump over that like it's a Toho bullet or something. When you pick up 250 bonus items, you receive an extra life. I doubt there's 250 bonus items in Mighty Mountain 1. But we're gonna start somewhere. My dude, you're not gonna disagree with some kind of discount just because it's not cheap enough. It's lagging again. I feel like this is part of the game. I cannot go there because I missed one somewhere. I'm carrying the one. Yeah, I'm carrying the one. Usually physicists, what is going on? Why are you so laggy? Okay, let's give it less cycles this time. This is some kind of timing issue here. No, this is a slow run, so this whole stream is a timing issue. And now I cannot see the chat if there's any activity there, including bots. I didn't ask for this. Don't play the Matt and Pat theme song again. Okay, there we go. That was kind of trivial. Trivial pursuit. Okay, so now we can go here very slowly and smoothly and level complete. We're going back to where we started. Is this that kind of game? It's the first level kind of hub world. No, we get to Mighty Mountain 2, which is... You can imagine that we went the opposite direction or something. Why are you lagging so badly? Why do this is a 2020s computer? No, you don't need anything but Adobe Slabs, but it nonetheless any sensei of 6 senses and all. I'm not making this up. Okay, so the slow run actually wants to be a slow run. Let's do it. Let's put the cycles all the way down. That's 2 down. Okay, so I get some animation frames if I... Okay, that's too many frames. I want less frames. You're too fast again. There is some kind of weird timing issue going. Now it's not advancing at all. So let's look at the pretty picture. Okay, so I don't even have to play this game anymore. Look, mom, no hands. This is gonna update. There's gonna be like 1 frame of movement in 15 minutes or so. This is the meat and potatoes of my cozy streams. So glad this happened right away. Okay, so there's movement now. Movement is happening, but you're still too fast. Don't go into the spikes. Oh, that was a bullet time kind of moment there. Did you see that? Obviously you did because you're looking at the screen, but oh, I cannot go up there. Maybe there's some kind of other way around. I don't want to hurt these bugs. They have done nothing wrong. When people see like wasps in the summer, they're always like, kill the wasp, kill the wasp. It's like, you're more scared of a wasp than the wasp is scared of you, or the other way around. Or vice versa. Which one of the three you prefer? Okay, so now we're doing some platforming. This is a platformer. And how do you platform? You press the Alt key to jump. Using platforms, okay. So you have to land on the platforms as well. Okay, apparently this makes sense. Yeah, and there's one of these. But now we are at a conundrum. We can only carry 5 of Happylanders. We cannot pick this guy up. We cannot rescue the Santa's helper. We cannot help the helper to help himself and get some hemp to Santa. No, don't smoke that thing. Santa, that's not good for you. But you can wear it, like a fiber or something. Now we gotta go all the way back up. Oh no, we have to play the game. We cannot just skip everything. We have to play the game. How punishing is that? If you Finns, it's a Finnish game. 5 magic blue spheres, okay, you will get a password. The instructions unclear. This is the level X. If you rescue enough Happylanders, it will open. Why am I going so fast? I'm turning the cycles all the way down. Okay, now I like where this is going. This is a slideshow. This is how I'm used to playing games. Yes. So now you can appreciate all the animation work that has gone into this game. And all of these platforms that don't appear solid, okay? So if you... Okay, let's verify this and we can turn the cycles up again. If I tap, I go a small amount. If I hold, I go a very large amount. And now this is going like 900 FPS suddenly. Johan Page, I have some questions about how you coded the timer system for this game. And game over. So we can play the Mighty Mountain 2 level again. Yeah, because I forgot how to start. Invisible wall right here. Maybe there's one Happylander over there. How do I save them? How do I save the Happylander who is... Okay, let's just play Mighty Mountain 2 first. Too much text, I don't want to read all this. Cost like 4 rows, my dude. Nobody got time for that. I bumped my head, I think. Not in a physical sense, but in a metaphysical sense. Now I created metaphysics apparently. And it's on the fence about being meta. I cannot get up there. This is evidently just like those. The game designers tell you, don't do this kind of nonsense. I got an extra life. If this game was faster, I wouldn't have registered the extra life. Now we gotta wait. We gotta actually wait so we can... It's not running at 105%. Ooh. Snail is actually very slow. You don't need to slow down the game to appreciate the animation cycles. Just look at what is going on the screen. Why would you want to run past all of this? Or why would I want to do that? I or you don't really matter in this situation. This is evidently too long to jump across, so I'm in a dead end situation if I'm going that way. Wonder if anything is getting caught on tape actually. If I do this. Yeah, it's recording alright. Okay. Because I had some kind of stream which went absolutely bonkers and it just didn't show the gameplay basically at all. It was like it had one frame for like 30 minutes and you know how that's gonna go over at YouTube. No worries guys, I will keep delivering bangers to the audience of 5 people. It is very much a strenuous quest, considering the lag. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to throw on the screen. Like you are drawing all of these platforms that you can jump on, then you have to actually draw or render the jumping. No, don't do this, please. Don't do this kind of speed up, slow down madness. Turn the cycles all the way down. That did nothing. One more. Once more, I open the door. That is some really neat particle effect right there. Look at this. I'm just gonna let this play out. Oh, there's some activity in the chat. We can pause here for a while. Lost Wolf is here. Okay, nice to see you. I said it and I also typed it for some reason. Lost Wolf is a friend from the DOSember community, and this is a stream for DOSember, the December of DOS games. And if you don't know what DOS is, I am very surprised that you are looking at the DOS game right now and don't know what it is. But I can turn the cycles up again. I actually want to turn them down because I want to look at the particle effects. I'm holding the button. Okay, so now if I even tap the button, it's gonna be a hold motion. Can I get some kind of movement at least? Okay, the timer in the top right is actually moving. These are the particle effects. Now slow it down. Hey, let's first cause the particle effects by jumping really. Yeah, this is what I want to do. And now, slow. Bullet motion. Bullet time. Yeah, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. I mean, the title screen said play, not game or become a god gamer or something. You just need to play around with the space that Johan Page has created for you. Hurry up, you're not collecting enough items. Actually, I don't need to hurry up because there's a time limit imposed on me, so not even by LiveSplit Corporation, but the Johan Page Corporation. It says either 11 or... That really looks like a 7 or a 1. It has to be a 7 because of reasons. Now, if it's not, then I would be very surprised. In the sense of a time that begins as a 0 and a 1 and a 2 as well. In the sense of a time that begins as a 0 and a 1 and a 2 as well. In this sense. I really like these particle effects. These are like the meat and butter of this game. Okay, I'm having fun, evidently. This is fun. DOSember footage episode 0001, and we are gonna have so much fun together. Lost Wolf says, it's very cool that they thought to do it that way. Yeah, I do agree, yes. Like these kind of details. Oh, down there's red particle effects when you collect an item. These kind of details take up a lot of time when programming games. Like in DOS era, this would be like opulent pretty much, and it's taking up so much of my 6% of cycles. Timeout. Also, you simply just die. Well, evidently it is so. We can speed this up a little bit. Okay, game over. What is my name? Actually, that's a very difficult question. Don't ask me that. But we can look at the particle effects here. Okay, now it's showing only the particle effects. I'm not gonna type anything here. No, I'm not gonna. No, not yet. I'm gonna type one letter. Okay, so it's L or I. I don't know which one it is. I pressed the L button, but it's a key, not a button. Yes, it's a keyboard, not a button. The particle effects are really cool. I really do like them. Let's slow them down as well. 10%, 5%. Okay, 5% seems pretty pertinent here. So you can study what is going on with the particle effects. You can see some kind of sine and cosine mess going on. Like going around a circle but skipping a lot of steps. That made no sense to anyone else but the dude that cannot find their name. Okay, either way E is gonna be next. E is gonna be next, but then we come at a crossroads. I cannot currently tell which letter is the next one. Which is very almost related to me. And so are these particle effects. I wanna see them at full speed now. Okay, that seems to satisfy the soul. Need some... No, not Lel. My name is not Lel. Lost Wolf, why are you accusing me like that? I'm not called Lel. No, now it says it on the screen. Take it back. Or you can do it. Oops, I pressed enter. Ah, so there's my name. Okay, now I remember. Lost Wolf likes it. Okay, so we have made someone happy with the stream, and that's the Happyland Adventures teaching. Continue. No thanks, I am quite done with this now. Now we are back to the very austere DOS prompt here. Oh, that took 33 minutes. Okay. Actually, less than that because the pre-show was about 30 minutes. So it was 20 minutes of gameplay. I think it's nice to measure how long you spent in a game. Not like how long the session was, because when I was playing these kind of games in an actual DOS computer in the 90s, I only had half an hour shifts on the computer. Like my parents would not allow me to play for longer than half an hour. Imagine that nowadays. And like, oh, you're only allowed half an hour of looking at TikTok on a smartphone. No, that's not how it works anymore. But yeah, technology has come a long way. When the guy in Pokemon Blue says technology is incredible, my dude, you are indeed very correct. And absolutely correct as well. So the theme was like Christmas-themed games. What have we got here? So X-Happy was a Christmas game. Jetpack is a Christmas game if you switch the graphical mod into the Christmas graphics, but we are not gonna beeline to Jetpack just yet. I'm gonna take it very slowly because I'm gonna be editing some levels. I'm not in the mood right now. I just wanna play a game someone else made, not make another game of my own. Ski Jump 2 is over there. It saves us. What's over here? Sorry, interruption. There's a coffee break. I just had the nurse come in and tell me there's a coffee break. So I think, what if we just make really short episodes, like just one game, or I will leave this running here, the stream. I actually don't know. Lost Wolf, can you help me out? Should I pause the stream or leave it running here? I seem to be leaving it running here. It's only gonna take like 10 minutes or so. Yeah, so why am I so... Yeah, I'm just gonna go get coffee. I'm just drinking 1 cup of coffee. Not 2, because then this stream would be absolutely bonkers, but... Oh, then you're fine, says Lost Wolf. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like this. Yeah, I'll just put up a BRB text. Oh, it's too late for that now. Okay, so you have been waiting for this. So ski isn't the name of the game. It isn't. It's SJ2, of course. The true connoisseur would know that. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. So let's not rush this. I don't remember how this game works, except that you do play ski jumping there, and it isn't in ASCII, ANSI model, or whatever text mode this is. Are you man enough to register, it says. See register text if you dare. Can you even register this anymore? It's 1998 by Ville Könönen. It's a Finnish game. Are you surprised that a Finnish guy would make a game about ski jumping when we have Matti Nykänen and everything? Mostly just Matti Nykänen though. Sign up jumpers. Okay, there's a couple of options here. Okay, so yeah, I lied to you guys. I didn't just have coffee. I also had a bit of a glass of juice. It was a pineapple juice. In nonetheless, any sense-making case. In a suitcase as well. I'm gonna check the high scores. It isn't enough to choose. You have to also configure the choice. Okay, Matti Nykänen is at the top, as is evident from these results. Mika Häkkinen, if I remember correctly, that's a Formula One driver. Yeah. I don't know much about sports. I'm so sorry if I insult my country or something. Teemu Selänen, that's a hockey dude. Kofi Annan is not a ski jumper. Not necessarily. I cannot assume things about Kofi Annan because I haven't met this guy, but Yasser Arafat is 10th. Okay, and then you still have like a team ranking separate from the solo high scores, yes. And these are all set suspiciously close to each other. Like 1638. On that crucial day, it was the 18th of May in 1998. Or something like that. Yeah, I think we have reset high score or 0 high scores. Okay, so we can reset back to the original. There was a blinking cursor, so I thought I would move the cursor or something. But now, nonetheless, setup. I have to confirm. Alternate. This is too much information. No, I need to exit this. I cannot look at that for too long. For obvious reasons. Reasons that are obvious on this side of the stream, but not on that side of the stream. Practice. Yeah, I want to practice first. Free practice. So it doesn't cost any money, but Helsinki City boy. I'm gonna go to Helsinki. It says 1 moment. And a 2 moment as well. And a 3 moment as well. And a 4 moment as well. Okay, so now we're in Helsinki suddenly. And Matti Nykänen holds the record. Press A key. So we press the A key. That is important. So let me out here. Trainee, what do? I press some kind of button. It's gonna be either Control or Alt. Not Alt. Now I'm really lost. I don't know which button it is. It's gonna be space. It is. And now I became something. Did I jump? I pressed space quite impeccably, yeah. It says, yo, start the landing earlier. That's such a Finnish way of writing dialogue in English. I really enjoy the vibe of this game. Did I win? Did I become greater than Matti Nykänen? Enter resets. Okay, so now we know how to train, so we can enter also works, okay? Now adjust the pose. I can adjust something. Oh, you're landing on your face. Jump. Let me in. Okay, this is very addictive. I really like this. I don't even know how to play, but I'm already having so much fun. Okay, I waited too long. Does the R key also? It does. This game is programmed very wisely. No, I'm going far. I'm going really far. This wasn't the best result. The best result on the top bottom there says 85.5. But I got 81.5. Dots and points notwithstanding. Okay, so when am I gonna beat Matti Nykänen? I'm gonna practice here until I beat Matti Nykänen. No, that's gonna take us a while. Oh, it's gonna pan the camera. Okay, let's look at this. Look at the graphics here. I think somebody had to draw all of this. Those trees are like, some of them are flipped and mirrored and stuff, but you still had to draw at least one. and then put it in the game as well. It's like a trivial pursuit. I'm gonna press A. So, okay, I'm gonna jump here. Let me jump. I don't think I've been jumping this whole time. I'm starting to think that, but there's some kind of variance here though. Most Wolf agrees. They drew one and then probably copied everything. It does look a little bit like that, yes. Yo, start landing. I didn't even. Okay, let's go back to. So can I see like my keys, please? In setup, maybe. I still don't know how to ski jump in a ski jumping game. That's a me situation to end up in. Hey, there's a lot we can do here. Preview info field. Okay, that's gonna do something. Doesn't let me. Maybe it's it's grayed out, so maybe it's a registered version kind of option. A option, the R option does actually like pique my interest. Use the good old Sigman as the jumper. Oh no, why is that unknown? Oh yeah. Okay, now we are talking. Since we have practiced and not been able to ski jump a single time, the variance had to come from like wind or something. Must have been the wind. We're gonna jump straight into Foothills of the Americas. Let's not go to the World Cup just yet, but let's like first show America who's boss. So not for that's practice. Practice is for losers. We're gonna go to America. Please wait. How polite. Okay, Sao Paulo. I think it's somewhere in America. I don't know. I'm gonna pan the camera first. Let's be calm and rational about this. What are we getting ourselves into? Seems to be some kind of slope. Yes, that is evident to me. And then the slope has this kind of logarithmic fall off. Yeah, it does. You can press A key. Okay, so Teemu Selänne has the record here, and we are ready to go. So we are gonna. If I hold the A key and release it now, does it jump? I don't think I jumped at all. You're landing on your face. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, so I made the complete fool out of myself in the Americas. let's see who is coming to our country. Oh yeah, this seems to be some kind of ski jump. Who has never ski jumped? And they don't know who they're called. We ask them for their name and they cannot reveal the answers. Does this guy even have a green card? I went back to Sanity. Please let me back to Sanity. Okay, so I turned into a modern tear. Aristoteles is on the 30th place. There's a lot to unpack here as well. There's a blinking cursor, so don't get lured in by it. It's a siren leading you towards a rocky ocean or something. Rocky shores would be nice. No, focus on the task at hand. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm exhausted when I'm laughing so hard. And it's only been like, I did 50 minutes of the stream. How long am I gonna go for? Let's drink first. So the next interruption is gonna be at 4 o'clock. It's now 12 until 2 p.m. So I have 2 hours roughly to make a complete ass out of myself in America. This is round 1, so and competition 1 as well. Okay, so this is gonna take a while. And we press the A key as it turns on the screen. It didn't work. Oh, it's loading something. I'm not sure if I'm making any progress. Now it's speaking to me in Spanish. Is that even Spanish? I don't know. Maybe it's Italian or something. I know too many languages. I come from a country of polyglots and you end up graduating high school knowing 4 languages, and people are lamenting that they didn't learn a 5th as well. So it's not my turn yet. Wait for the green light. Okay, so now we can go. Can I not jump somehow? I did something, probably. 100 meters, and I'm still landing on my face. Jump. That was very anticlimactic. But it was 100 meters, and that isn't enough to even get to the 14th space. Ron Hubbard is 41st. Okay. Yeah, all of this seems legitimate. These are evidently some kind of ski jumpers here. Let me press a couple of keys. Oh, it's showing me like a couple of rounds at once. Yeah, that's what I'm scrolling to. Okay. I don't really understand what's going on here, but Lost Wolf's analysis here is, this game seems cool but a little tricky. To say the least, I don't even know how to ski jump yet, because it didn't tell me the controls. I could read the freaking manual actually, but do I have it? I don't want to quit it. I'm chilling out in Americas and doing doing some DOSember level stuff in here. You're landing on your face, jump, 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 jump. Okay, it's immediately my turn. We gotta speed this up. Okay, S for ski jump. I'm gonna try each key on my keyboard and see if any of them make me jump. It's not gonna be ESC or F1 or F12. Those are counted out immediately because they wouldn't be so evil in this game. Oh, there was a nice graphical glitch there. You can look at it frame by frame. I cannot yet. Did the rankings change here? Competition 3 or 4 at Havana. I'm waiting. Okay. Whoa, this is a very aesthetic kind of Seattle K125. Hill Record is not by Matti Nykänen, it's by Bootsy Collins of all people. Here you can tell that they discovered the rectangular drawing function in Deluxe Paint. We wanna jump. Okay, so what if I don't? Am I gonna get penalized for taking up space here? It's gonna blink. It's gonna blink. Okay, you're gonna miss your turn. You're gonna miss your turn. I'm just waiting for the wind. Disqualified. No, I was waiting for the wind. This doesn't count. Count. Disqualified. Out of here. What? I was just trying to. It doesn't even say 0.0. It's just this 0.0 because I was that much disqualified. Okay, that seems like it to me. And then I'm out of here. It's a game over. Okay, so maybe we will check the manual instead. Wait a minute. It says here, very pertinent. You played SJ2 version 2.10 for 12 minutes and 49 seconds. Lost Wolf has an amusing comment. Do you mind? I was admiring the backgrounds. I'll jump when I'm done. I swear. And it's misspelled swear. That is the Finnish way of writing video game dialogue. That is like the whole aesthetic of like late 90s, early 00s Finnish shareware games. Because we were still making DOS games at the time. It wasn't uncommon. Can I get one copy of the manual, please? Okay, so first of all, I didn't even check the file ID of this. I'm even a real DOS nerd. Okay, so what does it say here? What is the name of the game? It is Ski Jump International version 2.10 dash the new generation dash. I didn't say the spaces, so actually the spaces are implicit, so I think we are done here. So no, we're not done here, but there's more text, and there's a cool ANSI art logo as well. The latest version of the most realistic ski jumping simulator in the world. New features in version 2.1, implying that there's a 0 missing because the measurement accuracy isn't the same. A fully animated jumper, a 4 hills minicup, and much more. But this is the unregistered version. I can see the old file listing at the top. Quick.text. Okay, that's a quick. It's gonna be some kind of wall of text, isn't it? I knew it. I so knew it. Okay, so let's do it like this. This is not the way to do it. Not edit. Is it this command? This is gonna bring up a folder. I did some kind of database search here. Type is what I'm looking for. Wait a minute, it was type already. But how do I show it like one page at a time? I forgot. I actually forgot how to do this. Type. Now the quick text. Okay, so if I do this, yeah, but is this all there is? I think this is all there is then. And obviously page up and page down will do absolutely nothing because this does. Yeah, there was some command where you can, the /p is kind of the, it doesn't even give an error message, so I'm doing a correct command. That's interesting. I need like, dear, what if I do, like this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this kind of screen, and to show the quick.text. I don't have edit on my machine. No, I have not configured edit here, so that's why I cannot use it. That would make this too easy. Send me that text. Okay, I will send you. Okay, so that's, I have just doxed to do it. Okay, I'm gonna, one more time. Once more, I open the quick.text. Left arrow, rotate backward, T or T. So either a capital or a lowercase t. Telemark landing 1 foot in front. R or R makes 2-footed landing where the feet are parallel. Type slash. Okay, so that's not. If I just give a slash like Lost Wolf suggests, that is not found. Let's do one more. No, the file isn't found even though it found the file. Okay, so that is very interesting. I only need actually. And do I even need to know how to jump? No, I'm not gonna type anymore. I'm gonna jump into the game and we're gonna go to the word crop. I think we're ready for the word crop, as it is pronounced in West Coast Finland. Too late, Lost Wolf. You are not yet ready for the world craft. Why do I say craft? World craft to craft. Okay, so that's a world craft. This is the sequel to the hit game Minecraft from 2009. Press the R key. We're gonna jump. And Martin again is dominating here. So telemark landing was T. That's what we learned. So we know how to land, not on our face. Telemark landing. Oh, that did something. I did it. I win. I win the game. It didn't give me any kind of complaint. I win. I did it. I am a World Cup champion. With a negative amount of points. Okay, maybe this is a negative amount of, it's like a first in, first out, last in, first out kind of situation that you have to start from 50. Like the 50th is the greatest number, so therefore I am winning. These other guys have lost. They have lost so much. Like Dennis Rodman, why are you losing 120.4 times when I am here winning minus 3.3 times? That is perfect indeed. Now it's gonna show me some kind of recap here. Okay, so the rankings are, I'm not even showing up on the rankings. Okay, so we're gonna load some backgrounds. This is very difficult for me to pronounce. Frankfurt is very surrealistic, I would say. Why is even Aurora Borealis in Frankfurt of all places in 1998 of all times? Gonna zoom, not zoom, but pan the camera. Okay, so we can go now, and we're gonna try the R landing now. This 2-footed landing, like this. Okay, I did very well this time, I believe. And the negatives keep on growing. This is how economics works, right? You have stonks in the negative. Yeah, they discovered the shape tool in the Luxpay this time. Yeah, that's completely correct. Like, do you think they designed this game from the ground up? Like, we're gonna make 30 levels and they are gonna look exactly like this. That is not how Finnish people make games. You just put a rectangle on a screen and then you make a way to move it around and then you kind of go from there and improvise. And it's like, sometimes it's like indie games have even become kind of like a competitive sport in themselves. Like, you have to spend 50 years making a game and it has to have like 100 hours of gameplay. No, I don't like this. Okay, I'm dismissing these people's hard work, but I really just want to play the worm game called OO. I'm gonna type it in chat. That didn't make any sense. OO. This game. So it's a kind of a puzzle platformer kind of game. I'm not gonna spoil it. Just go look it up. Lost Wolf does agree with me. Yeah, we need to make 60 levels and then we need to make 60 levels and then they wouldn't know what to add for backgrounds. And then you get this sort of thing. Yeah, this is like, I want to see more Ski Jump International games. 2. I don't remember where the 2 comes in. Loading, he said load. Look at this. Look at what's going on. He said load. This is a kind of a subliminal message from the Finns. Okay, so which tool did they introduce here? We can also change the color of the rectangles. Okay, that seems evident to us. So we're gonna jump straight in here. Jump scare is waiting here. And telemark went. Yes, telemark is the best one. Because you get the most points. I got a 10.0 and it counts as minus 11.0 for some reason. Sports is really discouraging to me. Unless you win as hard as me. Actually, where were we last time? In Monaco, okay? That seems to be some place in like Italy or something. Or is it one of those city-states between countries? I don't know. Okay, so now we're speaking Spanish again. Okay, so this is pretty evident what they discovered this time. Casablanca. And some guy, Alex Karerin, not Alexander Stubb, who is the president of Finland currently. Although I'm pretty sure he would make a pretty baller ski jumper if he tried. I don't know if he has tried. Sometimes you would have, okay, I'm not gonna let myself become disqualified. Waiting for the wind. It's 1.0. It's changing again. Oh, it's changing again. I got that telemark. I did the telemark right on time, so I'm in the clear. That is excellent. I got minus 14.6. My reputation keeps on growing. So does it give me a summary now? Not of me, apparently. Matti Nykänen just taking all the points as usual, but then we go back to he said load. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually didn't. Whoa! SJ2, Fight the Power. This is Row Fight the Power was a meme from 2007 from the Gurren Lagann anime. But this is from 1998. No, that was an ominous silence, and I got points. No, I lost. I got points here. I didn't fight the power, I became the power. Not looking for power or glory, I'm just looking for a way to jump the damn ski. Yeah, we lost the game. Right, might as well quit here. Sit tight, man. Okay, so we're not done here. Sit the F down, we're dealing again, says Kaiji. Okay. So after that subliminal message, we get back to like basic kind of sanity. Okay, there's a lot of shades of blue here. You can see that there are quite a few shades of blue. And they're not, if I look closely, they don't seem to be deterred. So they really did discover like 256 colors here. Like that many colors is truly very opulent, I would say, as a DOS connoisseur. How do I? Oh, I pressed F to pay respects. No, telemark finally, at the very last possible time. Does it give me more points or less? 40.4. It's a 404. Points not found. No, I don't wanna lose like this. Don't. Paavo Nurmi is a skier. Yeah, they figured out how to do gradients. Yeah, gradients was the word I was looking for. Okay, so the World Cup branding, I just said those things, but hey, it's gonna ask me where do we wanna compete. It didn't let me answer. In Finland is what we call a jäynä. It's kind of a joke, but more of a jäynä instead. Okay, so is it gonna wait forever? No, it's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a game. It's not gonna be some kind of jäynä. R. Okay, so that was the bad landing. I need the telemark every time. So don't even press R. I think we have established that with our... Oh, I get -5 points. Okay, so it did like do something at least. Okay, so now we're back to sanity. We're in minus scores again. I like where this is going. Ask be a quitter. That is a suggestive message, but I think I will go. Hey, it's showing me Sao Paulo results again. No, I think this is some kind of recap. How did you get 247.2 points from like competition 1? No idea. Press a key. Oh, it's not prompting me for an answer here. Okay, I was very confused by the interface. It seems like those menu screen interfaces where you press like which one do you want to see next. But we are back in Americas again. Because it's a... Okay, and now I see what the competition is talking about. So you have a round in a competition. The competition is in a World Cup, and then you have like 3 categories there. I'm not done with this game, not by a long shot. Which key would actually jump here? Is it gonna be the J key? Are they that clever? They evidently are, so they're gonna be more clever than that, and it's not gonna be the J key. I'm holding the J key. If I let go of it, it didn't do anything. But telemark, that is perfect. That is a perfect landing. I get so many points from that. -1.7. Yeah, that could have been better. Could have been better, but I'm not gonna complain of a perfectly valid result. The wind was non-existent because it doesn't wind in this place, whatever it was. Been traveling so much, I forget where I am. Okay, so back to sanity here. Hey, wait a minute, somebody's missing here. Matti Nykänen is in the 9th place, or 9th place, or however you pronounce it. I won't see the word written anymore. But Matti Nykänen is not dominating. There are some real hot shots here. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big shot. Dennis Rodman, who are you? I wanna enter your psyche. No, Psychonaut's gonna play. What have you done? Are you like... Okay, so Matti Nykänen did some kind of slip up, but he's still on the 3rd place, just to create a sense of excitement, because it isn't a cool competitive sport if the guy just wins every time, you know? Like in the Akachi manga, which is the brother manga to Kaichi. But you have to have some kind of risk and reward in a video game. It's called narrative dynamics. I made that up. Havana. Okay, so I have no idea where these are, except Seattle is evidently in Australia. Now it says odota hetki. This is Finnish. Odota hetki. Wait for a moment. And some guy called Alex is again the master. But okay, so here we have some stonks in the background. You see the number go up and the number go down as well. That is how economics works. It seems to be a downward facing trend, ending in about 18%. So is it gonna be... I will test the jump key, which is shift key. I haven't checked the shift key yet. Doesn't even do anything here. I'm gonna get disqualified. No. I'm gonna telemark immediately. Just to prepare. Okay, so I'm making some rounds here in the World Cup. Scrap again. -19.3. I think that is one of my better scores now. I assume the 50 in the brackets is just the error of measurement, as is evident from the physics lab where we got to do, not had to do. Okay, so now this seems like a more same kind of... Oh, look at this. The 2nd and 3rd place, they are competing really hard. They're just 1 decimal away. Moses Kipton has his moment right now. He's having a moment, and Matti Nykänen wants to give that moment to Moses. Evidently, Matti Nykänen is gonna win eventually, but Moses gets the moment of glory, the 15 minutes of fame that he has so far trained for. Okay, so Matti Nykänen is dominating here, as you can see, but we gotta give Moses some credit as well. Seattle. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way to Australia, or is it in the West Australia or Eastern Australia? I think it's somewhere near Perth in the West. Okay, so now we're back to Seattle. Evidently we are. E-key. This is a use key in Half-Life, so they have implicated that this is going to be Half-Life 2 as well. Telemark landing at the last moment. That was not the last moment. I kind of messed that up. I'm not gonna get very... No, I messed up so badly. I got positive scores. No. That's not too good. I'm a little bit disappointed. And then the reporter comes in and says, no mitenkään meni omasta mielestäni. I'm gonna answer badly. Don't put me on 49th place. Okay, so at least I'm some kind of winner. George Clinton, isn't that the American president? Not right now, but when you have been a president once, then you are president for life. That's how it works. Who am I arguing with? Okay, so now the competition has ended. Unfortunately, I got positive scores. I tried my best, but this was my first World Cup, so I'm sorry I failed you down. I didn't get my moment in the spotlight. Except for the level with the subliminal messages. Tokyo. Okay, so now we're back to sanity again. Not sane, not insane, but unsane. Okay, so they have discovered quite a few tools. There's some dithering going on. I like that dithering in the yellow and the green, and the brown as well. Then there's some polyfill function going on in the background. Black and dark green and whatever that dark turquoise color is called. It's the most mysterious color in the EGA palette, but this is VGA clearly. It's gonna be enter. No, J for jump. Okay, so telemark in the right moment. I did it. I did quite nicely. I think I'm gonna get some minus points for this one. No, what? This is completely against my expectations, and the game is to blame. Not sure if it's loading or if I have to press a button, so that's why you hear the keyboard clacking. Even Lost Wolf thinks that's odd. Jari Litmanen, why have you... Wait a minute. Matti Nykänen has actually fallen. Yeah, Matti Nykänen started drinking again and he's kind of losing... I shouldn't laugh, he was actually like a pretty severe alcoholic, but he's dead now. He isn't alive anymore. Except in our hearts and in the game Ski Jump 2 International, National. Yeah, I don't understand why I got points for that. I didn't do anything like properly. Okay, so he said load. So we are back to Ansanit. Bangkok. It's such a banger city that they named it after the banger. Okay, so here we have Moses Kiptanui. Okay, Moses is here dominating this competition, and Matti Nykänen is probably like, don't even imply what he's doing. Okay, so I'm gonna get disqualified here. I don't care. I lost all sense of proving myself because I want Moses Kiptanui to get his moment. I have been disqualified and I will accept that result. So I have no expectations weighing me down. Out of here. Yes, I will go outside. It is my turn to go outside. I got 0.0. Okay, so that is the perfect score because you cannot get any more perfect than 0.0. Evidently it is so. It's a symmetrical number along the number line. Evidently it is so. So okay, so I did the right thing. I did the right call. And look at this. Moses Kiptanui is in the 5th place. Okay, so there's been some competition. Matti Nykänen got this nonsense together again and still is losing by 0.4 points. Okay, and I'm not gonna see how this story ends because we have been booted out here. Matti Nykänen is dominating again. Okay. But didn't I lose? I got disqualified. Why are you letting me play again? No, I don't want to play anymore. No, get me out of Sydney. That's evidently in Australia. Or Austria. I always get those two mixed up. Ski jumper. Okay, so our disqualifying was taken as a sign of... I'm not gonna press the button. It's too late now. Okay, so I was hesitating. Were you rushing or were you tracking? I was tracking, sir. Good. It isn't hard to know whether a drummer is rushing or tracking. If you cannot answer that question, then you are not very proficient as a drummer. Neither. Okay, Beirut has some nice flowers. Okay, very big flowers as well. They look like windmills to me. Alfred Newman has entered the ski jumping scene here. A lost fool gives the pack to sanity. The game's like, you're done, but keep playing. Okay, so I am now some kind of alien visitor to this ski jumping conference. And in Beirut, of all places. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in Asia. Middle East is some kind of Asia, surely. I was thinking of the Middle East and Asia, so I forgot to... no, I didn't forget. I telemarked quite beautifully, but I still got 2.1, so there was some kind of conceit still left in me. The eco debt was not complete yet. Is it loading here? It seems to be loading. I was just hurrying it up. I was rushing, sir. Yes, you were. Ah, Mika Häkkinen has become the dominant force here, even though he's a Formula 1 driver. Can you even take... Is that considered a tool-assisted speedrun if you take a Formula car to the ski jumping scene? It's gonna be some kind of task. Not necessarily if everyone is allowed to bring a Formula 1 car into the ski jumping scene. But what would Matti Nykänen do? Well, jump the ski, of course. Hey, there's the option Ask Be a Quitter. I'm gonna choose that next time, because I'm not even part of the competition and I'm still getting points in it. Moscow. Okay, so we don't go to Moscow for evident reasons, but Putin sniper's gonna hit us or something. Do it with a nice 360 no scope as well. Joinks and telemark landing. Oh, I'm going pretty far here. Moscow is very friendly as a place. But it's giving me points. Okay, so don't be that friendly. It's a nice background again. Not too busy, not too minimalistic. It's just right. Look at this. What is going on here? There's a blue line and a red line and a purple line or magenta line, and then there's these like vappuviuhka kind of decorations here, and electric bolt or electromagnetic lightning bolt, I should say. Apparently, I haven't shaded my mustard yet. What is coming out of my mouth? Words. Okay, so press again. Now let's be a quitter. What? I didn't even pay attention here. I have risen to the 14th place. Okay, so now we gotta quit. We just gotta be a quitter now. Let me out of here. No, not the final rankings. I screwed up really badly. These are the final rankings and I finished 14th. I didn't quit when I was at the top. Matti Nykänen didn't quit, but nonetheless. Did I get the high scores in it? At least I didn't get the high scores, so... Hey, Moses got his moment. He's on the 9th place of the top 10 SJ2 World Cup results. And the records were set quite a while back, so apparently he already got his moment and this was some kind of simulation. I don't really believe in the simulation theory. I think this video game experience is actually real, because if your experience isn't real, then what kind of philosophy are you going to end up with? Quote of the moment is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numeri, Deuteronomium, and SJ2. All very important parts of the Bible, evidently. This game or experience reminds me that I've been playing an unregistered version. To rule the universe and register SJ2, transfer 50 FIM. Okay, so we gotta unpack this one. It's Finnish marks. Markka is the word, which is here seen as about 10 USD. Does that hold true now? Euros are in Finland used, DOSember notwithstanding, right now. And they're about 6 markkas per euro. So 60 Finnish marks would be $10 USD now. As if there's been some kind of inflation, nonetheless. To account. Hey, you doxed yourself. Don't dox yourself in the game, my dude. Okay, we gotta read the register text. It's giving me the information. We're gonna register text. It's register.fin, so it's gonna be suomeksi. Maa. Okay, we are starting out on the wrong foot again because the word you see there, 3 letters, maa, that means very, very many things. If you give it ambiguously like that, without any context, I haven't looked at the context yet, I'm going to get to it, but if you give it without any context, it's just an ambiguous kind of wordplay that of a one singular word. You cannot tell what maa is in English. To me, when I see it like this, if I ignore everything else, if I just see maa on the screen, it's going to mean land, as in something you can stand on. It also means like a suit of cards and a country and like the earth as well, and it has many connotations. But in here, evidently it means which country are you from, because of the context. And email is email again. However, since 1998, there have been quite a few email addresses, and yet the Finnish alphabet doesn't have the miukumauku letter. This is a travesty. Miukumauku is the @ sign. I'm gonna type it in the chat. It's gonna prompt me to address this to someone. So I'm gonna address it to Lost Wolf, and now it's gonna prompt me again. And there's a third guy here. I'm gonna address it to myself as well. So there's a couple of ads here. You see 3 ads on the screen, not ads this time, but 3 miukumauku letters here. And yeah, it's still not part of the Finnish alphabet. Meanwhile, ruotsalainen O. We have an entire key dedicated on the keyboard to ruotsalainen O, Swedish O. And how many words is it featured in the Suomi language? The text notes 0. And yet it's part of the alphabet. What? It's so obscure of a letter that you have to, even in the first grade of school, primary school, you have these like notes of A, B, C, and the aakoset as well on the walls. And they also feature some kind of example of what word begins with that letter. So for ruotsalainen O, they select Åke, a foreign language name. They have to search a foreign language for a reference for something that's in the alphabet. But miukumauku isn't there yet, so that is a travesty. What isn't a travesty? Username, if it's exceptions from the name. That wasn't English, but let's take it a little bit slower and drink some water, not only think about it. So it's prompting you for the country you are from, the email address you have, and the username if it is different from your name. So if you're not named like Leonard in online discourse, then you would put a soft magus in there. Yeah, and they would probably put it in the game to customize the experience so that it says soft magus in the game. It now said ski jumper, a default placeholder name, because I haven't registered the game. I'm playing on borrowed money here. And delivery. That's a very Finnish kind of articulation here. Delivery, choose one. Put me the version on our email. And then there's an option. I want a 3.5-inch diskette in the mail. I would go for the put the version on my email instead. Oh, and it also has a prompt. Remember to write clearly. Muista kirjoittaa selvästi. with 3 exclamation marks. In a diagnostic sense, 3 exclamation marks do imply that this is a very heavy message here. That you have to be legible to get a registered copy. If you send money and your message cannot be read because you wrote in cursive or something, then what are they gonna do? You forgot probably the return address as well if you're that careless. So what are they gonna do with the money? It's not it doesn't belong to them because they couldn't offer the game to you. So this is why this is a 3 exclamation mark kind of situation here. And finally, lähetä sitten tämä kirja rahojen kerran osoitteeseen. Jenne. So 10 sent this letter with the money, including the money to the address following. And I'm just doxing this guy over here. Don't send anything to that address, obviously, because it's 98 and he's not gonna live there anymore. But actually, that's an assumption I could reverse, but I don't think you should send anything there. That is the bottom line. Do we have any other manual text? I didn't read the manual. It's kind of long. It just gives me like everything I already know. Except for the last paragraph there. And congratulations for reading this wild all the way down here. Yeah, evidently I did. Very good of you to notice that. It's nice to know that I didn't spend all this time writing this damn thing for nothing. Thank you very many. How Finnish can you be? How Finnish can you be? I am finished with the job. So we are going to play some more games. After a brief break. Ei saakka, miten tää kirjoitetaan? Enkku niin vaikea. Break, pause, tiime. Eikö se japaniksi ole niinku takimu tuli sinne niin nyt otetaan pieni tauko tässä. You understand where I'm going with this. And now the real fun, DOSember footage shall begin. Goon. What isn't an illegal comment? Welcome back, says Lost Wolf. Yeah, thank you. It was a nice little walk. Not outside, but in the corridor, at least. And I also took a pee in and filled my water tanks, as you can hear here. Okay, so what isn't an illegal comment? Break isn't. I cannot have a break. I cannot catch a break. My dude, I understand I'm in the mental hospital right now because of burnout, but you don't have to be that on the nose about it. Let's start all over. Here we can also use the /p command. Okay, this is a cool way of looking at things because you see the timestamps of these files. So evidently these are very recent, like relatively recent. I only started playing DOS games again in my 30s, basically. Yeah, I'm in my early 30s and I'm having the time of my life, as you can clearly hear from the first 20 seconds of this footage or something. There's a couple of games here I haven't even korkannut, including Biprolex, which sounds very bisexual to me. But any key to continue. It doesn't have to be R key, but I'm gonna press the R key because it's the key you gotta press. Liero is here. Okay, so Liero is another Finnish coded game. Jetpack 15. Okay, that seems pertinent right now. We're gonna skip the rest. I'm gonna go straight to Jetpack. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here as well, but let's first, we are not in a hurry at all. So we're gonna put it up regularly, just to see how the game is in a normal set, implying that there's gonna be a twist. The classic screen opens up. Impulse. This is the publisher. These guys made the game. Look at this. Childhood Leonard had a field day with this game, to say the least. And a teenager Leonard as well, and now an adult Leonard as well. So do you start the game? No, we are not that new to this game. We are going to go straight into the editor. And we are going to press the enter key to hear the sound. And now you can see all of these objects are for you to use. So you can basically make a program without coding at all, because these are all some kind of items in an array, and you can fill the array, 2D array, with any kind of blocks you want. This is the gem, so I usually place these first, but sometimes I need a little bit of inspiration, so I'm gonna place this randomly with the R key. Seems like it to me. Yeah, now I see some kind of shape forming here, so let's like myötäillä the shape a little bit. Do we take the bricks or the solid? If I choose the bricks here, then it's gonna be a kind of a platforming challenge level with featuring the drill as well, because you can drill through the red bricks. However, the stone bricks cannot be drilled through. They are solid. You can never destroy a stone brick. That is an absolute rule in this game, considering you don't hack the game or something. But in the rules of the original game, version 1.5, this is a solid object. I placed it wrong. I didn't. Okay, so let's put some red bricks as well, because Lost Wolf gave me a suggestion here. This seems like the place, it seems like the place. Then we can put some kind of platform here. I kind of like this synchronicity here. Now this implies there's going to be a third as well. Okay, so we already have a level, so let's save it. There's a couple of levels. These aren't all of them, I have over 3,000, but you are not going to doubt that at all. So name to save. Okay, this is level. Online likes. Description, what is level? Now you can see level 001. No description available. The classic hit level from the creator Leonard Sommer. But I don't want to name it level. Now it gives me the prompt. This level is not modified. I am aware of that. See how this works? You cancel out these letters, and these don't come following. So you can have 5 characters here, or you can even do like L, S, my initials. It didn't let me save. It didn't let me save a file that begins with a space. I have never... My dude, I've been playing this game for like 29 years and I have never seen this happen. That's never happened before, and this isn't even a speed run, it's a slow run. That's very unnatural. Can you put any kind of spaces at all? Now erase the rest of it. So now I have a level called L in the file name. Lost Wolf has an explanation. I wonder if that's a DOS thing. They decided that you couldn't because the operating system wouldn't be able to read it. Yes, that is the most likely explanation. I would agree with that is. Because you cannot have a space in a DOS file name because of reasons. But they had to prepare for the player to hit the space key in the level saving prompt, evidently, and they have done so. It's version 1.5, and there are very little bugs in here. Okay, that's interesting. Now that I'm going to dive back here. So this level it's not done, but it's finished, or other way around. So we're gonna take this, clear it out, and I was doing something. I was gonna demonstrate a glitch here. I have already done so. I don't even need to create a level. You're gonna see the level here. It began with exclamation mark, so it's disappeared here somehow. Okay, so let's go back and create a level. Yellow teleport. Okay, seems legit to me. Let's demonstrate what happens. F2 is the test key, as you can see at the bottom right. It doesn't let me test because this level is missing something, a door. Now you can test. You can skip these animations, but I'm not gonna let them play out. Now it's waiting for input here. Alt key jumps. You don't have jetpack fuel yet, so you just end up jumping around. And if you do moving jump, you get a different kind of sprite. But this has a connotation in some levels. You gotta do this kind of movement in some levels because of the way the objects are positioned. Usually you do this kind of jumping. But let's jump into the teleporter. The down key is gonna teleport you. So you come out of that one. Okay? Let's jump to the door because we don't want to exit the level 8. Now I'm gonna take the same teleporter. What happens? I came out of a different one. And that's a reason to die. So, nonetheless, any sensei making sense of 6 senseis, I'm gonna put some more teleports here. That seems a little bit excessive, my dude. Holy spam, Batman. Now it seems like enough teleports. Okay, so let's see what happens now. I'm gonna skip this. I went a very short distance. I went to the closest teleporter. Like, these kind of things keep happening to me all the time. Okay, now I'm back to Zenith. Okay, so that's what I wanted to see. Get up there and stuff. We're gonna die again. So now, let's put some enemies in there. First of all, let's check the help screen, because we are gonna need it. Yeah, Lost Wolf, the teleporters are not deterministic. They are indeed pseudo-random, let's put it that way. The help screen is like this. So it's a lot to unpack, but if you read this carefully, you will notice that you can place enemies 20 max with 1 through 8. I already know that, so I'm gonna place the marble enemies here. 1, 2, 3. I like the sound of it. We're making a radical change by putting an enemy here. That's the reason the sound effect is so punchy. There's gonna be a 20 max, so we're gonna get kicked out of this. Yeah, you have the maximum number of monsters. Look at how this fits on the screen. Look at how nicely it fits on the screen. You would change not a single letter of this message because it fits on the screen. And now let's run the game, or the level of the game. I'm not gonna spoil it, what happens. Go. Now, please. Okay, here. I got run over. It didn't happen actually. There was supposed to be a buffer overflow here happening. And the level which had the buffer overflow is gone, even though I didn't delete it. I would have remembered if I had deleted the great custom level that crashes the game. I have a documentation of it on YouTube. Maybe there's not enough stuff, but there are only a maximum amount of enemies. Okay, not maximum amount of teleporters though. So how about now? Let's do this. Okay, now it happens. Look at this aesthetic here. As a child, I was scared of this. I was actually scared of this, but the game started behaving funny, and this is really scary to me. I'm afraid of glitches. I'm afraid of missing, you know. I'm afraid of this. Not anymore as an adult, because I know it's just code doing code things, but as a child, the unknown is scary. The unknown is frightening. And this unfolds every time in a different way. If it's gonna put some kind of flashing image on the screen, I'm gonna kill the DOSbox window, but let's let this unfold. I wanna see what happens here. Level West we are in. Level Quest almost. I'm gonna teleport as well. I cannot move the character, it's struggling. You can play the animation. Look at how the animation on the jetpack on the character is playing. It's still playing the animation. What if I turn the cycles all the way up? Now. Okay, that's a lot of cycles. It seems to be stuck. Can I kill the player? No, I cannot. I can. Okay. So it fixed itself like that. Because I added like 32,000 cycles or something. Let's put really low amount of cycles here. Starting with 405. So you can see these animations playing out now, because the entire system is slowed. All of these animations take a slideshow amount of time, and this looks actually really cool. Look at how the pixels go on the right place. That was so smooth and amazing. I'm gonna teleport as well. I see it's producing some kind of sound here. I'm not gonna turn it down. More cycles, please. This might mess things up because the cycles do have an effect on how the game is processing or how the system is processing this game. It seems that when I turn up the cycles, the game seems to unscrew itself. If I turn the cycles down again, is it gonna create some kind of mess here? No, cycles up. This is a stonks moment. Cycles go down and cycles go up as well. Okay, now it's got some input and it's fixed itself. I have never seen it fixed itself, because on a period correct hardware, you would lock up the entire system. Like this. Like it would give you. I remember that Windows gave some kind of prompt about this, because you could run DOS programs in Windows under some circumstances. Yeah, sometimes you could play DOS games on Windows side, like Windows 98 or something. I don't remember the details, but I got a Windows pop-up saying that the program has created an illegal exception or something like that. And that was really scary to me as a kid, because it felt like the game was communicating with me in a subliminal message kind of way. Like, to a child that has a religious background, it's gonna cause some kind of like weirdness and ending up with wiredness. But it was a little bit scary to see the game behave in strange ways like that. Okay, so let's save this as not L but T. Yeah, it's a creepypasta waiting to happen. Right, Lost Wolf is correct. I can see how that be scary here. I'm glad others can see it too, because Like there's stuff happening on screen as well as the speakers that isn't supposed to come out. Isn't that just a creepypasta waiting to happen? So tease for teleport, so put this. This is no description available too. And we went over here because this is alphabetically sorted. Okay. There's 2 slots where there are no teleports. And I think the door, does the door have any teleports behind it? Because I used the random function. It does not. It does not. Now it's gonna complain that I have made changes and not. Brace for a sound effect. I'm gonna sample that on my next release, but load a new level. Okay, this is not picking up that I'm loading the same level again, but there's not gonna be a version 1.6, that's for sure. Because the guy already made Jetpack 2 and it was a Flash game, but there's no way to run it for me anymore. Please ignore her, she's doing some processing. But we can talk louder in here. So what do I actually want to do? Alright, I wanted to show you guys some levels first of all. Now let's go straight to the killer levels. These are before the banger word was a thing, there was the word killer, and it meant the same as a banger. So I made these levels when I was 14 years old. Push the button. This is a very complex level, as you can see immediately. Lost Wolf is saying that Flash stuff is lost media. That's a very Lost Wolf thing to say. So this is a level, evidently, and it's not a Jäynä level, it's an actual level that you have to play from start to finish. You have to get all of the gems, and then go to the door which will open once you get all the gems. Sometimes you pick up Jetpack fuel. I'm not sure if there's any in this level. I tended to make levels that don't have much Jetpack usage. Like it would be used really sparingly, as a kind of a rhetoric device or something. Let's try this one. What did the 14-year-old Leonard have in mind? Okay, so you can see that there's a switch behind me immediately. You can hide objects behind foreground objects in this game. Okay, so I can do this. I can lock the hole in this one. Oh, I see where this is going. You gotta like, I screwed that immediately. This is such a 14-year-old Leonard thing to do. This is exactly the kind of, I said there was no Jäynä, and I was so wrong about this. Can we even, I'm not gonna try for a million times, but can we like make any kind of progress? I screwed myself over again because I pressed too quickly. You gotta get the marble down there, I think, because you get the, yeah, you get to the green teleport like that. If you make the path for the marble and get to the green teleporter, it jumps over here, and then you get the blue switch, which will open. I was pointing my finger, but it is opening this one, leading to the yellow teleporter. And because you cannot see the yellow exit, it's gotta be behind the door. This is a deduction you can make. I'm not gonna waste time on a Jäynä level, so let's go to Jäynä level 2. Bring it on! I literally do not remember these levels, except for, is it the third or the fourth? It was the fourth, it has to be the fourth, yeah. We're gonna get to that, but first we're gonna look at 2, 3, and 5, and then we're gonna look at 4. Bring it on, can we bring anything in this level? Okay, seriously, give to me, you can die immediately. And that was like 5% of the entire level. What do you actually do here? What do you actually do? Do you need to wait for something? Every movement seems to be kind of periodic here, so we gotta jump here and wait for the ball. This is, okay, Kaizo level is what describes these kind of levels. Kaizo level. You know what that means from Mitch Flower Power playing Super Mario 3. No, not Super Mario 3, it's called Super Mario Brothers 3. Have you not played the game? I did play it on a GBA. It was called. Don't play games on the GBA when you're doing a DOS stream, my dude. Okay, so don't do that. Yeah, you cannot change your jump height here. Okay, so you don't jump. It's such a thing to jump, so you don't. Yeah, I see where this is going. This is a Kaizo level. This is one of those God blessed Kaizo levels. Okay, but you can see where this is going. There's a lot of traps too. Killer 3, it is gonna be the ultimate, isn't it? These are all one-way doors. Now just let that sink in. Look at this and figure out the solution. Also figure out that there's a homing enemy in the bottom left corner. It can move through solid objects. So it's gonna home in on you using Argus Tangent 2. As we all know, we are all game programmers here, evidently. So I'm gonna be a masochist here. I'm gonna just give it a shot. Yeah, screwed up immediately. They get shut down when you wait for a long time, so you only get a limited amount of point. And now the homing enemy called a homer. That seems I'm stuck here. I'm so stuck. I'm just waiting for my death here. How do you speed up the game again? Like this. No, it's slowing down. I can prolong my misery like that. But how do I turn the speed back up? Hello. Like this. Okay. Please give me. And if you use 9 speed, I think it's stuck on 9 speed now. So it's gonna go really fast. Can we change the speed while we are in here? No, we gotta test the level and speed 5, I believe, is the speedrunner's choice in this game. Like we have agreed that speed 5 is fast enough. I'm not a speedrunner of this game yet, but Killer 4, let's actually go to Killer 5 first. Ultimate 2. It's unfinished. I didn't even bother with all of this because it would have taken like a month or something. But yeah, you gotta give the player a breathing room sometimes. It does give you a little bit of breathing room that you have to drill to non-one-way doors or whatever these are. What would be a term for this? Not doors, not platforms. One-way tiles. Okay, let's use the tiles. Generic word of genericness. Okay, you wanna see Killer 4, I'm not gonna give you that. I never cleared this level on my any try. I only cleared like parts of it, because you can place the player in a different location and test out a simple part of the level first. And I somehow deduced that it is beatable at least. Yeah, Lost Wolf on point again. I think Super Mario Maker had the best idea for this. If you're going to torture other people, you actually need to run your own course first and make it through yourself. Yes, absolutely. If there's gonna be a Jetpack 3, we will make sure with Adam Pedersen that this is the case. You gotta play your own level first before submitting it in an online leaderboard or something. Because some meme lord would just come and submit Killer 4 immediately, and then it's gonna show up for some. I'm gonna try this jetpack thing. Yeah, this seems like a fun game. I'm gonna pick the custom-made levels first, and it's gonna give me a random custom level. This pops up on the screen. Jetpack seems like a pretty hard game to me. Okay, so that is. Am I even gonna? We got. I screwed up. Okay, I screwed up. No, I screwed up. Okay, I am surviving a couple of more seconds longer than I'm supposed. You gotta press down there, and if you don't press down first before giving that input, I'm just gonna let it play out. At least there's a way to die quickly. Oh, good grief. Yare. Okay, so what do I want to show here? During the Christmas month here, December or DOSember as it's called in the DOS retro game computing scene. So this is a kind of way to mod the game. You can change what kind of tile set is being used. You do not change the behavior of the tiles, only the outlook of them. So we're gonna choose Christmas Jetpack here. And now we boot up the game again. I don't think you can skip this. This one can be skipped and this animation can be skipped. So we go to the editor again. So now you see the background is different because we changed the tile set. And all of these objects here are different as well. They're recognizable, but they're different. Like the gems are now Christmas trees. This is a gem that hasn't been picked up, and this is a gem that has been picked up. So the Santa has... You can see if you place the player here, it's gonna be a Santa. It's really cool that they did that. And there were also 10 Christmas-themed levels. I don't think I have them here. Let's check. Puzzle. Yeah, the puzzle levels are mine too. Okay, we can check out those actually. Starting on puzzle 1. Look at how this is ordered. There are 11 levels, and this is like alphabetically before puzzle 2. So if you're going to this in order, you're gonna get in trouble. Puzzle 1 is probably gonna be simple. No yeah of any kind. Except for like about 20 of those homing guys. Okay, so don't go in there, and puzzle 2 is gonna be too slow. Okay, this is some kind of high concept level here. I'm gonna see what this. Yeah, I didn't save the change I made. I put a player in an empty screen. I'm gonna load a new level. I gotta do. I see what I have to do. I have to jump first, or do I? There is an input reasoning here why I would jump first, but this marble is gonna fall on me, and it's gonna be noob drop number 1. Yeah, evidently it didn't work that way. But you gotta jump when you are running on this lion. After you hit the ceiling, because then you won't jump up, you will simply run faster. I screwed up. Like this, you're running back faster and then you hit the ceiling because you were too fast. God bless it all. That's just puzzle 2, and there's a couple more of these. Locket door. That's the Toho remix song, Locket Girl. Oh, no, I'm speaking Finnish again. Okay. That keeps happening when you are in a polyglot country. You forget which language you are in. Be sharp like the spikes. That's actually a good advice. And there's... Yeah, okay, I spoiled the answer because the editor is showing me that there are... When you load this level, you can see this one is transparent. You can... Or not transparent fully, but you can... Like, it's not solid. This is not solid either. But when you start the level in... This is what you see normally. The editor spoils you on the secret tiles. So you would like... This seems like you would go over here. You will screw up. The ice kind of has this ice physics going on. That it's slippery and you keep your momentum when you decide to go either way. So you're gonna jump really fast and go to the door. And it's like... I have mathematically proven that it could be possible, so ratkaisu on löydettävissä. The chasm. Okay, this one I really like, because this demonstrates a couple of properties that these faceable or drillable blocks have. Now, let's see if I can do that. Or I can also demonstrate the teleporting. Yeah, this is a secret floor, nothing to see there, but if you do a jump here, then you can get to this. Yeah, you can jump, you can maintain your momentum through the teleporter. The programmers did pay attention to these details because... Well, maybe they didn't. Maybe that's just an emergent behavior. I'm pretty sure Jetpack 2 doesn't have this level of detail. I haven't played it. I'm sorry, but I haven't played Jetpack 2 because it's a flash game and I cannot run it. And that was a box that will immediately just vanish. However, this pink one is a little bit different. So what you're supposed to do here is that you drill it, and you quickly move to this place, and then you get stuck here. But you don't die if you're only 2 pixels in. You can jump and you can get out. This one takes a little bit of timing because it's gonna close and then you gotta do the same thing. This one takes the most time. You gotta be careful not to hit the wooden crates. This one takes a long time, so you gotta prepare and do this. So I got that one. And now I gotta do that again. The teleporter thing. I did impeccably. But the door still didn't open. So where are the missing gems? I'm gonna tell you. Apparently I'm not gonna... I don't... No, you... 14-year-old Leonos is making me do the whole sequence again. What is wrong with this guy? And it spoiled that the final 3 was over here. How do you get to that? You jump from here, then you take this, and maybe you take the teleporter or not. It doesn't matter. Okay, the puzzle 5 is like that. I actually want to like play games and not just play games. So these orig levels are the actual levels that came with the jetpack. We're gonna look straight in. I'm not gonna spoil the ending. That's not a meeting to do, but orig 00. This is just a wholesome welcome to jetpack level. This is the first level that plays, the first banger that drops when you hit play on the cassette tape or something. This game has no music at all. No, this soundtrack to Jetpack is just complete silence, except for the sound effects, which are very punchy. I like the sound effects in this game. Can we hear some sound effects? Yeah, I don't wanna save over my 40-year-old curations. So this is like very simple. You can get a little bit greedy and get those, but then this guy is gonna screw you over. But if you're fast enough, you can still make it. So it's a bonus risk versus reward situation to get those golden vases if you want, vases or what they call. Yeah, Lost Wolf also approves the sound effects, so that's nice to hear. And I just check the timestamp, so we have been on for 2 hours now. And probably not gonna start editing levels this time. I think this episode is a little bit lengthy already. But we have shown now that the Christmas version of Jetpack is pretty damn awesome. You can see like they spent a lot of time on these graphics and details. And yeah, I actually think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break here. We might just have another stream tonight, but not immediately after. After dinner and maybe after the evening bread as well. Yeah, and then it's gonna be 2 hours until 9 when you better go to sleep. So it's possible I'll stream again today, but that's not up to me right now to decide. I'm just gonna call it quits. And thank you for watching fun DOSember footage. 000.